In 12,000 years of human civilization, this is the first time that the majority of the people are living in cities. Now, to understand a city, you have to understand that the city is a problem. Hi, this is Nadeem. You're watching Empirediaries. Thanks for tuning in.
Almost 4.5 billion people live in cities, townships and urban shanties. Only a tiny percentage of them are living a good life. The majority are imprisoned by the traps that come with urban life. Traps such as gigantic slums, congested traffic, low-paying jobs, broken healthcare, junk food and poor environment.
What is a city fundamentally? A city is basically a large business center where a lot of modern corporate houses, they control the lives of the masses of people. Here in Shimla, we see that same template of modern cities being superimposed. Shimla used to be the capital of the British colonialists who illegally occupied India long back. And the Shimla today is no different from the cities that we see downhill, which are the metropolitan cities.
In the name of development and advancement, good living has been turned into a life spent in concrete jungles. The bad news is, these concrete jungles aren't restricted to traditional cities. They are spreading like wildfire and quickly consuming the Himalayan hill stations as well. Mountains used to be safer, cleaner and greener, but in the past few decades, a rising number of cities in the mountains have made them uglier. Shimla is a case study where a city-like development drive for the last couple of decades has devastated normal living. There was a time when Shimla was admired as the queen of the hills. For British invaders who illegally occupied India, the hill town was like paradise. Today, Shimla has all the signs and symptoms of ugly cities in India's plains.
These 5-story, 6-story buildings, nowadays people call it is a concrete Shimla. The trees number of trees have gone down, and that is the position. Now with the result, now we don't have much snowfall in Shimla, only a few inches. Whereas it used to be, I've seen when there used to be 6 feet of snowfall in Shimla, and also this Narkanda and this Khada Pathar. Now we find only in inches or maximum 1 feet, 1.5 feet, maximum in the higher altitudes 2 feet of snow, just in Narkanda or in Khada Pathar. There's been big changes that way. I have seen the entire area this in my service. This area Upper Shimla, Jubbal, Kotkhai, Rodu, Rampur, Kinnaur. I'd been working in the PWD, so I had to go there for constructing bridges and everything. So I have seen the big changes now. There has been some problem in planning because the roads, the main roads are also very congested. There was some problem in proper planning. They could not foresee that there may be so much traffic here. So even now we find jams, traffic jam in New Shimla also, which should not have been there because it's a new colony has come up. So that is the position.
Thanks to too many cars, the streets are choked throughout the day.
It's 8 in the morning, it's a Saturday, and look at the traffic over here. There's a long queue, it's endless. Entire traffic in Shimla comes to a standstill every morning, and this has been happening for the last few years. This is the trend here. It's as if the traffic of the big cities of India have been superimposed on the hills as well.
The noise from the honking is annoying. Giant parking areas are coming up. Tourism has led to uncontrolled construction of hotels and resorts. Neighborhoods have become congested. People are no longer outraged by landslides. Shopping malls are replacing traditional marketplaces. The hyperlocal climate is so badly damaged that Shimla gets very little snowfall in winter these days. The slopes of the hills are littered with trash. Crowd control at touristy zones is impossible. Just like in the cities, if you look around, you'll find fast food joints and foreign brands. Shimla is just one example. It's the same situation all along the Himalayan range. Most of what we earlier knew as beautiful mountain villages and hill stations are now racing against each other to become ugly cities.
वाकई हमने अपनी ओरिजिनलिटी खो दी है। हम उस आर्टिफिशियल लाइफ में आ गए हैं। जो हम थे वो नहीं हम हैं, जो नहीं थे वो इस वक्त हम हैं। देखो गांव में फैसिलिटीज़ अगर दी जाए ना, बच्चों के लिए अच्छे स्कूल हों, लोगों को आने जाने की फैसिलिटी हो, सड़कें हों, तो लोग गांव से शहर की तरफ कम भागेंगे। अब क्या है, गांव में फैसिलिटीज़ है नहीं है, कंपटीशन बहुत हो गया, लोगों में अवेयरनेस आ गई है। अपने बच्चों को पढ़ाने के लिए वो गांव से शहर की तरफ आ रहे हैं। जब आ रहे हैं तो वो उनको लगता है कि एक छोटा सा घर भी बना लो। वो छोटे घर के दौड़ में फिर वो बड़ा घर बन जाता है। तो इस तरह अगर अभी भी कोई गांव वालों को पूरी फैसिलिटीज़ दी जाएं तो ये शहर आगे बढ़ने से रुक के गांव की डेवलपमेंट होगी। उसकी तरफ ध्यान देना जो है अभी बहुत ज़रूरी है, जो कि हम लोग अभी सीरियस नहीं है इस तरफ, इस बारे सोचा ही नहीं है। अच्छी रोड्स आएँ गांव की तरफ से, अच्छे स्कूल खुल जाए, गवर्नमेंट्स के स्टैंडर्ड के स्कूल हो, एक आधा प्राइवेट स्कूल हो जाए, तो अपने आप ये जो शहर की तरफ भागना है वो ख़त्म हो जाएगा।
With the tentacles of modern corporate empires which are mainly based in the cities downhill, now reaching Shimla and many other hill stations of the Himalayas, we see a distinct thing, which is a lot of indigenous businessmen are losing the plot. They are losing out to large corporates.
ये है कम से कम 1936 के करीब की है।
1936 से
36 साल।
आपके पिताजी चला देते थे?
पहले पिताजी होते थे, पूरी उम्र पिताजी यहीं रहे काम पे। उसके बाद फिर हम दुकान में आ गए। शिमला में अब बड़ी डेवलपमेंट हो गई है हर चीज़ की। पहले जैसा शिमला नहीं रहा अब। पहले जो पुराना शिमला था वो कुछ और था, बड़ा कम होता था। मार रोड पे भी दुकानें कम होती थी। अब जो मतलब काफ़ी चेंजिंग आई है। जो काफ़ी कस्टमर जो है मतलब यही शूज पहनते हैं हैंडमेड और लेदर के होते हैं। लेदर के होंगे 16। मार्केट में जो आजकल कई किस्म के चले हैं, लेदर नहीं होता है ज़्यादातर। बाकी ये जो है ये लेदर के काफ़ी पसंद करते हैं लोग ऐसा।
The template of the metropolitan cities have been superimposed not just on Shimla. Shimla is just an example, but in many other hill stations that you see all along the Himalayas. This devolution of hill stations like Shimla into cities from what they actually were is actually being done or being gift wrapped in the name of development and growth. Like any other city that you see downhill, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi or any other major city, Shimla also has problems. The problems of traffic, the problems of congestion, the problems of a lot of buildings. We see a lot of people from the hinterland of Himachal Pradesh who've come to Shimla, who've disliked the place and who are going back to the villages.
25-year-old Krishna, who works in the city as a caretaker, wants to go back to his village for a peaceful living. He misses the tranquility and serenity of his village farmhouse.
शिमला में कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं है, बट मेरे गांव में बहुत अच्छा है और हमारी खेती बाड़ी बहुत होती है, सेब होता है और मुझे शहर में कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं लगता। बस मुझे अपने गांव पे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बाकी कहीं भी नहीं अच्छा लगता। और शिमला में इतनी ट्रैफिक जाम है, सब कुछ अच्छा नहीं है। अपना गांव होता है फिर भी, पर अपना गांव अच्छा है।
क्यों?
क्योंकि वहाँ बहुत सारा है, अपने एप्पल है, सब कुछ है, खेती बाड़ी करते हैं। यहाँ पे बहुत दिक्कत है, ना पानी होता है, बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम है, ट्रैफिक जाम हो गया, कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं है यहाँ पे। पानी का स्वाद भी हम फिल्टर से पीना पड़ता है, बाकी तो पानी अच्छा है। वहाँ का पानी बहुत अच्छा है, चश्मे का पानी मिलता है और वहाँ का टेस्ट कुछ और है और यहाँ का टेस्ट कुछ और है। शहर के पानी का टेस्ट कुछ और है।
Shimla is just one example. It's the same situation all along the Himalayan range. Most of what we earlier knew as beautiful mountain villages and hill stations are now racing against each other to become ugly cities. Manali, Srinagar, Mussoorie, Darjeeling, Gangtok, Dehradun, Dharamshala. The list of cities being destroyed by development goes on and on. The point is, it's not something that's hidden away from us. Right in front of our eyes, the ugliness of cities is taking over India's mountains, and it's happening all over the world. But are we really aware that it's time we protect our hills from the dangerous virus of development? Our city life in India is fast becoming soulless. Every city with its skyscrapers and high cost of living has become a clone of the other. Do we really want the Himalayas to suffer the same fate?
For more such insightful reports, visit empirediaries.com and follow our YouTube channel Empire Diaries and press the bell icon to get updates. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay informed.